On a recent visit, the Incopa site was not active. There was only this black pickup truck.
The other night there was so many here that they had children outside, and I mean, butts were hanging out of the tents. There were
because there's so many people.
They were all from Brazil and Turkey. Wow.
And when did they all clear out?
I don't know.
Are you filming me?
That's what's
Yeah.
weird because
I don't have lipstick on.
You're beautiful.
that's weird because I come out and I usually sell them cigarettes,
Okay.
and they're here all the time. They're always coming.
Yeah, I know.
And,
And we
It's
saw
mostly been
some-
Chinese people.
Yeah. Well, we saw some coming along from Camp 177 over by the gentleman's property that they were using, right? I don't know if you
In
know.
Valley.
On the other side of Cumba Springs.
I come Hot Springs.
no, she's talking
Yeah, that
about
other, where you
Starship
come in
Road.
off of,
Starship.
Right, Starship Road.
Well, there's
it's right the Boulevard Road. When you get off the freeway on Boulevard, and you go straight back.
Oh, that's Jewel Valley.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they were coming along there, and they were kind of. We saw a van speed off, like in front of them, and then all of a sudden you see them walking. It's like, what's that van doing? And then you go up, and there's a similar stuff with the camp and whatnot. But then they were just said they were told to walk.
They are.
Right, and then they said just to go sit under this tree and wait there because they said cameras are watching them. Which
And
I
they
thought-
are. The Border
that's
Patrol
right.
has cameras all over the
Right,
place.
okay.
But, so I used to live right on the wall.
Okay.
And I would watch people come over, climb over the, and they went from climbing over and taking off into the bushes to climbing over and pulling suitcases that are loud and now they're making fires on the Border Patrol road because we ride our horses there.
Right.
And now they're making fires there waiting for Border Patrol to come.
Right. Border
because-
Patrol's even giving them firewood and tents.
Yeah,
and
no,
water.
No, the Border Patrol's
No,
not giving
no,
them
no.
anything.
Are you sure?
No,
Border
these
Patrol
are
don't do nothing
these are
for 'em.
people
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was the NGOs.
from the youth center at
Yes,
Unicumba.
yes, the
They're giving
Quakers.
them
The
to-
Schultzes.
Right, yeah.
Border Patrol don't do nothing for them.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, they
probably
can't. That's
put
the thing.
outhouses
There's
in-
not enough
Right.
of them. They'll do that. Yeah, they'll give the houses
That's
the
it,
lights,
though.
these.
They don't feed 'em,
but they're
they
not
don't do
feeding it
nothing.
right.
But they would come over and then they're looking for them because they want asylum. That's all they have to say.
Well, they don't even have to say it. Actually, they just
They don't?
assume it. I've talked to them, and they were like, "No, they didn't even ask. They just put them all under that umbrella."
Yeah.
So
I
they're
said,
not
I don't
even-
even
they're
know
just
why you guys
assuming
are out
it.
here working this hard when they're looking for you. You don't even have to do it. But he said they're looking for the one lowly guy who's by himself and runs into the bushes.
Right. Well, and then now the Mexican government is set up over here on this side of the border wall.
Oh, really?
Because they were down at the other end, right? And now they put some up here. So just
Well, you know
interesting.
what?
They're coming over this mountain.
It's
There's
probably,
no wall.
It's probably because of this.
Well, the wall
Why you don't
stops
see them here today?
Yeah.
right down there, and
That's
that's
what
where
he
they were
said.
coming
They're
through.
The cartel
Yeah,
on
it's
that
right there.
side, and all the thing on that side, they have to. It's a money thing with the cartel.
Of course.
They're
To cross
running
now,
that.
they're running it.
They're running that, so they give them
They're-
a hard time.
oh,
And they
on
each
that
have a
side
section.
to get over.
Right.
To
So
this
Border
side.
Patrol said each cartel has their own section of the wall, so
Right.
their people go over that section
Right.
only.
Right, and they're not going to let anybody else out, right?
And so if they're having a thing down there with the cartel,
Yeah.
having a war, whatever, they give them a hard time. The police down there give them a hard time crossing over.
Right.
Even though the borders is supposed to be open, they still on that side give them a hard time. It's a money thing.
We're at like 9 million people. So
No, 45.
I
Or
think
like
it's higher than
45.
45 million?
Yeah.
What? How did that?
There's been
that would happen fast.
reports that high. I mean, of total immigrants that's come in,
Yeah.
illegals, not just the last couple of days, but
Yeah, overtime.
yeah,
They
over
said
time.
It was like 3,000 more coming.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, we
I
can't-
have not seen as many here as was here the other night.
Right.
When I had nothing in my truck, but some people had a 2-year-old baby. I finally found a seat cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To wrap the baby and
Wow. Well, and there was a 6-month-old that was taken in the ambulance just a little bit ago too. They didn't say why, but a woman had hypothermia as well. Like so.
God, from here.
Where is there? Do you know where there's? Are they up here at the camps?
Well, that's the thing. We were at 177, the one you're trying, and there was some walking away from it,
Yeah.
and they're just waiting along the road for border
When they
patrol.
would come over the wall like that, I guess coming down from Campo area, there would be a whole line of them walking, like 60 or 70,
Yes.
and they would walk down in the Border Patrol, and they just happened to stop, you know, right in front of where I was. So I would watch, and you know, they would process them there, like 60
So
or
what are your
70
guys'
at a
feelings
time.
about the borders being open?
It's an invasion of our nation.
Yeah.
And it's making it unsafe. Not everybody is a criminal, but they're letting criminals, rapists, pedophiles loose.
Drugs.
And they don't need an ID to fly, right? And they're, you know, we do.
Right.
I mean, there's so many things.
They're not going to need an ID to vote either, and that's why they need them here.
But they're trying
Right.
to take us out from within. You can't take America out from the outside, right? And it's, I mean, you already see people in New York and Chicago and
Most of the
others.
Chinese guys are military-aged men,
Yeah.
military haircuts, the whole shebang. All